Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new. I'm kind of new here at this point. It's been that long since I've posted. It's probably been what, like almost a year. I'm hesitant to say that I am like back into like a regular posting because life is crazy, but I would like to be and I hope to be, especially as the next few months progress. A lot has happened in the last year and I just kind of wanted to fill you guys in. A lot of you follow me over on Instagram and on TikTok, so you guys kind of have a little bit more of an update on what's going on, but I haven't actually sat down and talked a lot about what's been going on in our life. Foster related, not foster related, just in life in general. It's been a little crazy. First off, just to jump right in here, I am currently almost 28 weeks pregnant with a baby girl on the way. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know that we have struggled with infertility and recurrent miscarriage for a long time. So this is still kind of surreal to us. We're almost in the third trimester. Well, we are in the third trimester. Depends on who you ask. Some people say it's 27 weeks. Some people say it's 28 weeks. We're going with 28 weeks. It's been a kind of a roller coaster of a pregnancy. It's not been really too bad. It's just been filled with a lot of anxiety. We've had 4 miscarriages all before like 9 or 10 weeks. And so those first few weeks were really hard. And what finally worked for us is I ended up doing progesterone supplementation. I did suppositories and I did injections. And let me just tell you that those make you feel so bad. It basically just amplifies all of your pregnancy hormones that you're already struggling with in your first trimester. Makes you feel pretty rough. And there was a lot of back and forth. They would put me on something and it would be good. It would go up and then it would drop back down. Like my body was getting used to it. So it was just a constant fear. We had weekly ultrasounds all the way through our first trimester and then into like every 2 weeks. So we were seeing a lot. We were watched very carefully. I had a lot of blood work done. It was a nerve-wracking time, but we just kept upping my dosage, and finally with 200 milligram suppositories and 1 shot a day, we were finally able to get my levels up high enough that they were comfortable, and we stayed at that for the last, I don't know, till probably about 16 weeks. We tried to go off of them. I was a little nervous and I went back, I had my blood work done and it had dropped again. So the doctor said that honestly that she was fine with that, but if it made me feel better and less stressed to go ahead and continue progesterone, that was fine with her, so that it wasn't going to hurt the baby. So I did that until I literally could not do it any longer. Those shots are very, very painful. They have to go, they're intramuscular. They go like in your lower back, upper butt area. It's just super uncomfortable. And I got so bruised and just so sore that it was just getting miserable. So I have switched now and I am still doing 1 200 milligram suppository a day. Honestly, probably just until I finish what I have, because they're like $60 a bottle. And then after that, I'd say we'll probably be stopping. We actually just had this 4D ultrasound done today, and then Tuesday I will be 28 weeks and we are having our second anatomy scan. Baby is a girl, and our last anatomy scan was at 20 weeks, and there was one picture that they couldn't get of her heart, so we're having another. It's also my blood sugar test that day. And what else is there? I'm not sure what else is going on. Just our basic 28-week checkup as well. We're just kind of chugging along now, getting ready. So when I'm filming this, we are a week away from our baby shower, which is super exciting. We're getting excited and it's getting real. It's honestly just started to get real for me in the last probably month or so, because I do have an anterior placenta. So I'm just now, like in the last month, been feeling her move, and it's making it a lot more real. This 4D ultrasound today really made it feel real. We're getting close, so I'm excited, and everyone's excited. All the kids are excited. And so switching gears to the kids, our 3 foster babes are still with us. We just recently had a huge huge step in the case. They have now been in care. They have lived with us for now over 3 years, been in care for almost 3.5. Their goal has been adoption for a while, like I think over 2 years almost. Their goal has been adoption, and when the goal is adoption, they are working towards terminating parental rights. But with COVID, everything really was delayed. We had a couple very scary months that really led to me taking some time off of social media. Our TPR hearing has been scheduled 4 times and rescheduled 4 times for multiple different reasons. Some just because of COVID, some because of things going on in the case. I'm not going to get into too much detail of that right now. I'm still not super comfortable discussing it. It's just still so fresh. But just in the last 2 weeks, we have had, it's been about a week and a half, they did terminate parental rights for all 3 children. So we are in the process of adoption now. It's been very emotional. It's for everyone. The kids still don't really have any idea what's going on as far as what that means. Obviously, we didn't tell them a lot about when court is or when court was or what was happening at court. They're not really old enough to understand or participate in that. So they didn't really know, and we haven't really talked to them about it yet, but about adoption and what that's going to mean for them. Probably going to be doing some therapy, kind of getting them to process that and everything that happened. And I don't mean to like just brush over TPR lightly, but it was just a very emotional day. A lot of things happened that day. It was kind of crazy. I may talk a little bit more about the process, but I will not be obviously sharing anything really about the kids because that's the kids' story to tell, not mine. But I will hopefully in the near future talk more about the process and kind of what we went through as foster parents, because it has just been a really, really stressful time. And I feel like I weigh like 50 pounds less now that TPR has been done, and we're moving on to the next step. So we're really, really excited. And of course, we're gonna hopefully share everything with you along our adoption process. We're hoping for sometime in spring. Also, we are doing February. Currently it's November. We are doing February, so we're hoping that it will be sometime while I'm still on maternity leave from February to May, sometime in that range. I am still working as a legal assistant, and we are still in the same house. We have been doing a lot of work on this house in the last probably 2-3 months. We did a lot of changes. So I don't think I ever did an official home tour, and at this point I'm just going to be waiting to do a home tour until after the holidays. And when the nursery is done, we moved the boys to our enclosed garage. It's an actual room, but it just used to be a garage, which included doing flooring and painting and a lot of work. They have the biggest room in the house. Our foster daughter moved into their room, and then the nursery is going to be our foster daughter's old room. It is almost done. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll kind of be wrapping that up. I'm at high risk for preeclampsia. So far, my testing has been borderline. It has not been enough to where like my levels were, they wanted them at 150, and I think my levels were at 155. So it's been very close. I've had a couple of blood pressure issues here and there. One weekend it was so high I almost had to go to the ER. This week and last week it has been so low that I feel like I'm gonna pass out. It's been a mess. I don't know what's going on with my blood pressure. That's something that we're going to be talking about on Tuesday. I don't know what in the world is going on with that. And I don't know if I'll have to redo preeclampsia testing. I'm sure that I will, with me being so borderline, but it makes us want to get prepared as soon as possible because she can come anytime. Especially, if we have preeclampsia, they can take her at any time. So that has kind of been where our lives have been at. That's where we have been at. We have been dealing with everything foster related, helping the kids transition. Our oldest went to kindergarten, which was a new school, a new teacher after 3 years. very, very, very big transition. I'm still working from home and going back into the office a little. So it's just been a big adjustment, and of course getting the house ready, that we pretty much work, come home, work on the house, do the kids, and like all of the days off has been pretty much spent like that. So we have a couple of big things coming up. Like I said, Tuesday we have our second anatomy scan, our basic 28-week checkup, and my blood sugar test. Saturday is our baby shower, and then the week after that we have our maternity pictures, and then shortly after that it's Christmas, and then our foster daughter's birthday in January, and then we're due in February. So it's gonna be a really busy next few months, and honestly I kind of love that because hopefully it'll make the time go by faster. The first really like 16 weeks or so really were like really drug by, but these last we've been so busy that it's kind of going by faster, and I hopefully am not jinxing myself here. We're getting there. Hopefully I will be back with more some more foster content, adoption content, pregnancy content, things of that nature. But I'm not gonna say I'm gonna post this day, and this day, because it just probably won't happen. So the only way to know when I'm posting videos is to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when I upload, because that's gonna be about the only way. Of course, you can keep up with me on Instagram and TikTok. I have all of that linked in the description below. I do have a couple of videos that are filmed and going to be going up shortly after this one, so definitely make sure you hit that notification bell. I just finished filming a what we got our kids for Christmas video, so that is definitely going up like in the same week time frame as this video is going to be going up. I'm glad to be back somewhat. I hope to be back regularly, and I just appreciate everyone for following along, and everyone that reached out to me on Instagram was like, where are you? What are you doing? What's going on with the kids? I really appreciate that. And I'm sorry that I've been MIA, but hopefully that is all changing now. And until then, I'll see you in my next video.